Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have a big Battlefield 6 news roundup. We have a big discussion on Twitter about the server browser coming directly from one of the lead producers of Battlefield 2042, Alexia Christofi. We have a bunch of news from a bunch of different developer interviews all rounded together. I'm going to give you guys the most important details on all of those. And we have some interesting news when it comes to all chat and VoIP in Battlefield 6. Just want to thank you guys again for the absolutely insane support. The streams have been amazing. The YouTube comments have been amazing. You guys are freaking awesome. If you do enjoy the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and of course, swing by a stream. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders and this YouTube channel. I will be live first thing in the morning on August 7th when the Battlefield 6 beta drops. And actually, speaking about the Battlefield 6 beta, I just want to clear up some confusion about how to get early access right now. To my knowledge, if you are on PC and you did not get a code to get early access from a Twitch drop, and you did not sign up for Battlefield Labs, and you did not get an email giving you access, the only way to get access right now is to actually buy EA Play Pro. So if you want early access to play during the 7th and the 8th and you missed out on all of those other things, I think you can still get in if you buy EA Play Pro. I think it's like $17 and you can just cancel it. It still kind of sucks that you have to buy it, but you know, just trying to give you guys information. Pre-ordering doesn't seem to give you access, by the way, which is like, what? But moving on to some server browser / portal related discussion, Alexia Christofi went to Twitter and asked the community this. I'm going to talk about our server browser later today, but first I want to understand everyone's reasons for wanting a server browser so I can make sure I explain what we're doing effectively. What is it about a server browser that's important to you? This triggered a landslide of replies from everybody under the sun, Flakfire, Battlefield Bulletin, all the big figures under this one tweet, and then she culminated all the replies and then tweeted this. Feels like your most important things are persistent servers, a sense of community and a way to play together, being able to choose specific maps / modes, being able to filter by ping / server fullness, support for low population regions. More to share on this in the future. I think our server browser solution answers all these wants. Yes, it's via portal and shows community experiences, but these can award full XP, will be front and center in our main menu, not hidden, and will allow you to filter and search for specific things you want. So this is some pretty cool developer communication from Alexia Christofi. She is a producer. She's pretty high up in the Battlefield, I guess, pecking order when it comes to developers. But of course, Reddit had to bitch and moan and complain that we're getting communication from DICE and developers. And instead of actually providing her feedback, Reddit decided to basically make fun of her for trying to interact with the community on this subject to gauge why people wanted the server browser. Within mere minutes, there were posts with screenshots of what she said, basically just going like, well, I'm confused why she's wondering why we want a server browser. Like, why does she even need to ask? But then, because apparently Alexia Christofi is based, and we didn't know this before, she claps back about Reddit and then tweets this. I always know when something I've posted gets shared to Reddit because that's when the you don't know anything gang come out. I engage with the community not because I don't know the answers to what I'm asking, but because people's feedback varies from person to person. If every time a dev engages with a discussion and they're met with, wow, it's concerning you don't know the answers to this already, instead of just being a community conversation in good faith, people might just stop interacting. And you know the funniest part for me about this? The people that are complaining about Alexia Christofi asking the community why they like server browsers are probably some of the same people that were complaining that we never get developer communication. So listen, it's fuck Reddit every day of the week. If they shut those subreddits down, I guarantee you the world would become a better place. Before I move on to the other subjects in this video, I do want to build off of why the server browser is important, but I also want to just say I don't think we're ever going to get a server browser for the base game of Battlefield 6. Well, Portal is already in Battlefield 6, and you can make every single thing you guys want to make in Portal. You can make the normal experiences you expect. 24/7 Conquest, right? TDM, Domination, Knife-only servers, Hardcore servers, and everything else you guys remember from your favorite Battlefield titles. The Battlefield community's perspective is actually kind of strange because Portal's in the game, you can make everything you want, but the Battlefield community wants a separate server browser for the base game. DICE is simply not going to remove matchmaking and implement a second server browser that is redundant simply because the Battlefield community is asking for it. The best case scenario, in my opinion, is they combine the base game servers, right? So they allow you to actually see the base game servers you're matchmaking into, and then they combine that with the Portal server browser. Then they add a Portal server filter so you can just filter out any Portal content. This would be the happy medium, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're fairly adamant with only offering a server browser for Portal mode. And I fully understand that's disappointing. The server browser is definitely very important for community aspects and just the general satisfaction of the Battlefield player base, but I really don't think they're going to move away from matchmaking, guys. Now moving on to a bunch of separate topics within the community. This is all taken from a bunch of different developer interviews, and I figured rather than making individual videos on these developer interviews, I would just round it up into one easily digestible video. Starting with the open beta featuring only one field training per class, but apparently in the full game there will be 2 field training per class. If you don't know what field trainings are, they're the separate paths you can take for each class that provide different benefits depending on what you chose. Moving on to some very disappointing news, the sweet spot mechanic appears to be back for sniper rifles in Battlefield 6. If this is true, which it does appear to be true, Stade put out a video showing proof of it, I think they should immediately remove it. Sweet spots are random kills, they are not skillful, it's just simply frustrating to die to, and I just think it's a horrible mechanic. They should remove it. Sniping in Battlefield 6 already seems to be fairly irritating anyway because of the recon perks and the high minimum damage on sniper rifles. So giving them access to a sweet spot just seems like overkill in my opinion. There's already a perk for the recon class where if you body shot someone with a bolt action, they are wall hack spotted and they can't heal. On top of a perk that if you headshot them with a bolt action, they can no longer be revived. A sweet spot on top of all this is just oppressive. But I would love to hear your opinion on that in the comments section. Some other really important news is there will be official mouse and keyboard support on consoles this time, and apparently you'll be able to access the performance mode on consoles to get more than 60 FPS. I'm not entirely sure if it's 120 FPS, but you can access more than 60 FPS on console. Apart from that, apparently DICE plans on adding more classic legacy maps to Battlefield 6 via post-launch content, and more vehicles will be added to the full game. I saw some people concerned that the Little Bird is not in Battlefield 6, but Temporal quickly chimed in and said it is in the files, it should be just fine, it will be added in the game. And lastly, we have some very interesting information on VoIP and all chats in Battlefield 6. Voice chat apparently has 4 different position options you can change. There's auto, which is the game mode dictates the voice chat position. There's flat. Voice chat plays directly out of main speakers with no direction or attenuation. Directional, voice chat is positioned in relation to player's location, no distance attenuation. And then there's in-world, which sounds really cool. Voice chat has reverb/distancing applied based on player character location. I can see the LARPing now, but no, it does sound like a pretty cool implementation of VoIP, and I can't wait to try it out myself. So that's going to do it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you do want to follow Battlefield 6, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comment section, particularly the server browser. That's going to be a big topic. If you've never come by a stream, first link in the description, twitch.tv/enders. I stream every single day on this YouTube channel as well. Join the Discord, Instagram, all links are in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video.